Hi, everybody. This is your friend Daniel Hutchins. And as you see, I have my Spider Man hat back on. Not for Spider Man Dan, but we're going to be doing a PM video. A PM video. We're going to be doing a review about a sci fi movie that kind of like a similar connection to MCU movies. Okay, so review. Apollo 10 and a half is like an MCU movie for Houston obsessives. Okay, so this is directly from Houston, Houston in Texas. Now, again, you don't have to be a Houstonian to enjoy their 60s set of Space City. Yes, but it sure does help you if you love sci fi. Okay, this was from the 23rd of March. Okay, guys, Richard Linklater's Apollo 10 and a half is a space-age childhood based in Texas films and latest rumination on a shared Texistence to nostalgia and feast for Houston area baby boomers and Gen Xers alike. Now again, these born later are not left out. There are plenty of Bayou City Easter eggs to delight you as elderly millennials. Also, enjoying a limited theatrical release before moving to Netflix from April the 1st. Now, it's a humid Houston hug of a movie. Now, there are disclosures. I have a few very unique relationships with Linklater's 60s theme animated adventure. Early into the production, we helped Linklater's crew crowdsource material from Houston's space age through an article from the Houston Chronicles. Now, again, Houston Chronicles are a bunch of news you can follow. As we are able to visit the set in Austin at Troublemaker Studios just before the COVID 19 pandemic has scattered everyone in the wind, in which Linklater at work. Jack Black is Linklater's adult avatar here, enlisted in mischievous draws and shades of Bernie Taid, as he reminisces about his South Houston childhood for the audiences, narrating that life on the Gulf Coast plains in 1969 is set mainly in El Lago during the first decade of suburban sprawls, full of fresh asphalt, sparkling supermarkets, and occasional street floods, with requisite water moccasins also lurking in the deeps. Now, these kids build their own forts from lumber pilfered from construction sites. The area's trees, much too young to hold the treehouse. Again, we visit the Astrodome, Astro World across the street, and the brown shores of Galveston Beach and Texas Medical Centers. The certain orange and white burger joint also makes brief cameos. There's also so much of Houston natives to also gaze, which you'll likely find yourself pausing and rewinding multiple times. It is almost similar or directly similar to the Marvel Cinematic Universe movie for Houston history obsessives. Again, the Linklater has packed almost every frame with something you can catch your eyes with. Again, the film is bookended by fourth grader Stan's fabulous chronicles and being recruited by two smirking NASA guys in white shirts and black ties. Again, basically, sort of. But again, you play by Gwen Powell and Zachary Levi, to helm a kid-sized Apollo mission to the moon, complete with the summer spent in space camps. Now, if you were a kid growing up in the 60s or 70s, you probably remember you went to space camp. And in the middle of buffets in the Vivid, mid-century animation punctuated by lively performances by Kid Cass, the only ways the Linklater to adequately capture the space age that Houston had lived through in the language of animation echoing his historic visual albums The Scanner, Darkly, and Waken Life, the animation styles of the Amsterdam's World of Submarine visual production team has repainted the Gulf Coast in vivid hues. Now, Linklater's child avatar, Stan, has played the moody Milo Cody, who is a jaded Gen Xer and is training is bathing daily in pop culture and is starring in many TV with his teachers when he's not being subjected to treacherous amounts of astronaut training on the Vomit Comet. Also learning how to survive stranded in wilderness, kind of like survival type stuff, and also braving an expansion of the lunar plains. Apollo 10 and a half is the space age childhood movie, which directly kind of similar to that of the MCU for Houston. Again, rated PG-13, has some suggestive material, injury images, and smoking. The adults that populate the Apollo 10 and a half are just confounded by changing times of children that are back in the time stuck in shadows of the Great Depression scarred parents. While the kids are flirting with the countercultures, the family's Admiral Color TV set in the living room and the windows to the world, where Vietnam has also happened, and 60 sitcoms in the Johnny Cash show. The civil unrestment and racial intentions of days of hinted at, clashing at the triumphs of the square, as one dissenting voice calls mankind's costly lunar excursion, hidden in plain sight as a love letter in working class families that made NASA hum during the period. Stalwart shipping and receiving managers to hotshot rocket scientists with sides that rule in their hands. Behind the gritty Houston nostalgia, we also have the Apollo 10 and a half is about the magic of a child imagination. It has teetered on the cusp of the teen years and cynicism that comes with them with the Apollo 10 and a half. Linklater also invited us to childhood for 97 minutes. He's also ached for him to time to perhaps only simple to the surface. And again, Craig Helafi, a writer who's born and bred, or should I say born and raised? It should say born and raised, not born and bred. It should say born and raised. Born and raised in Houston. Again, guys, let me know your thoughts about this Apollo 10 and a half and how it's like the MCU movie for Houston obsessors. Again, let me know your thoughts. I think it's really cool. So I figured I'd touch base on this. Again, I've seen like the movie like probably at least twice, and it's very, very, very good. So I want to do this review from the Houston news site and let you guys know that there are certain occasions where usually you have outside entertainment that's almost ties directly into other entertainment. So that's like it ties it together sort of like in a special unique type of way. But again, guys, so yeah, as you might know, I'm just hanging out. I'm just watching some TVs simultaneously on mute. So I'm gonna swing off for a while, and I'll be back on a little later. I'll see you guys in the next video. Whatever my next video is, I hope you guys will get a chance to check it out. And again, let me know what your comments are, and you have a great, great afternoon. See you guys around. Bye.